So there's a little magic in my morning routine. Let me tell you who I was before my morning routine. I was the mom who woke up kind of grumpy, like firing at her kids. Get up, get up, get up. Eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast, eat your breakfast. Okay, I still do all that. But like rushing, making sure my kids are getting out the door, making sure that I'm ready. My mornings were absolutely frantic. Nobody was left in this super zen place. When I got on the road, I was always late, always mad that there was traffic every single day that I always got mad at and I did not prepare for. And then something happened. In December of 2018, I went to a business summit with Jason Phillips. And he asked how many people have a morning routine. And the majority of the people, if not all the people's hand shot up because we're all in the fitness industry. And then he asked the second question of, well, who did their morning routine today? And maybe 2 people said, oh, me. And he said, well, that's a problem. And then it got me to think he got me to realize the importance of having a steady morning routine that you can do anywhere. Because when I got my morning routine down, my mornings became magical. I actually love to go to bed, not just to sleep, but to get me to where I can wake up in the morning and start my day. And I used to be the girl that was the quote unquote night owl, and I would sleep till noon, till 1. I could sleep the day away. But now I get so excited to wake up in the morning, sometimes at 4:30, sometimes at 5. It just depends on what I have going on. But so the reason why my mornings are magical is because I get to take control. I get to set the tone of the day. I get to create the pace through my morning routine. And so some of the things that I do is basically I get out of bed. Once my alarm goes off, I shoot out of bed, I take some vitamins, and I get out the door. And I do anywhere between a 20 to 45 minute walk, depending on what I have time for. I come back in. When I'm on my walk, by the way, I do this, and Tony Robbins calls it net time, net things. I forgot exactly what it is, but no extra time. So I'll listen to a podcast, whether it's a sermon or something that I want to catch up on, or audiobook, or I'll do a meditation, or I'll not listen to anything and just kind of free up some space or create space in my brain, or allow myself to think about things that I want to think about. And then I get home and I typically do a daily devotion and, write down some stuff that I'm thankful for, creating a massive amount of gratitude in the morning. Typically, I'll wake up and I'll thank God for the day. Thank you for this new opportunity. I forgot that part. So then I make some coffee, make some breakfast, sit down and read about 10 pages of a book. And it's usually some sort of self-help book. Right now I'm reading Atomic Habits, which I highly recommend. And I set up my day, do my journal, and then my kids get up. My kids and my husband wake up between 1 to 2 hours later than I do. I also do some mobility and stretching. But I have these tasks. And my budget. So I have these tasks of things to do, basically Andy Frisella calls them power list, and making sure that I get the most important things done first thing in the morning. Creating those wins before people even wake up, before I even get dressed for the day is huge. So is there magic in your morning routine? If there is not, find some, because that's where you have a lot of control. And so I think it is, can't think of his name, picturing him in my head. He says, control the things you can. Control what you can, control what you can, cope with what you can't, and concentrate on what counts. And it's the guy that wrote his Early to Rise podcast, and I can't think of his name right now. So controlling the things that you can, that's what I do in my morning routine. I have a list of all the things that I'm reading in my journal that I'm using on my favorite things on my website. So I will make sure that I will note that so you can see what that is, because I highly recommend the journal I'm using is the High Performance Planner. The book I'm reading is Atomic Habits, and then the devotional that I'm doing is Bob Goff, and I can't think of what it's called, but it's in the notes. So do you have magic in your morning routine? If not, find it. That's my story. All right. Bye, guys.